Hello everyone, myself Akshay Nisad. I'm a student MSc. My topic is nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. इसमें है variation of coupling constant with solvent effect. So first introduction, principle, NMR spectrum, solvent requirements in NMR, relaxation process, quadrupole relaxation, chemical shift. So first है introduction. Nuclear magnetic resonance is a form of absorption spectroscopy. It is concerned with the absorption of radio frequency wave region 4 to 900 Hz by spinning nuclei in a magnetic field when irradiated by certain energy radiation perpendicular to it. Absorption occurs when nuclei undergoes transition from one element in the applied field to the opposite one. It thus permits identification configuration in the molecule. Principle. The principle is based on the spinning of nucleus and generating a magnetic field. Without external magnetic VO, field nuclear spin are random in direction. With BO, nuclei align themselves either with or against field of external magnetic field. If external magnetic field is applied, an energy transfer delta E is possible between ground state to excited state. When the spin returns to its ground state level, the absorbed radio frequency energy is emitted at the same frequency level. The emitted radio frequency signal that gives the NMR spectrum OKF concerned nucleus. The emitted radio frequency is directly proportional to the strength of applied field. V is equal to Y upon 2 pi H naught. Y is equal to gyromagnetic ratio. H naught is equal to magnetic field. NMR spectrum. NMR spectrum is a plot of intensity of NMR signals versus magnetic field frequency in reference to TMS. Magnetic field, chemical shift, intensity. Solvent requirements in NMR. Proton free solvent used which does not show absorption of its own in NMR spectrum. The solvent should be capable of dissolving at least 10% of substance under investigation. Characteristic of solvent used. A. Chemically inert and magnetically isotropic. B. It should be devoid of hydrogen atom. C. It should dissolve the sample to a reasonable extent. And hydrogen bonding involve electron could transfer from hydrogen atom to electronegative atoms. Oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur. The hydrogen atom experienced desilting. With increase in temperature, the extent of hydrogen bonding when fall result in NMR appear small and delta value. There are following solvent was used in NMR spectroscopy. A. Carbon tetrachloride CCl4. B. Carbon disulfide CS2. C. Deuterochloroform CdCl3. Relaxation process. At the non-radioactive transition, where the nucleus in NMR appears transition state, return to the lower spin state. There are three kinds of relaxation process. A. Spin relaxation. It due to mutual exchange of spin by two processing nuclei with or close proximity to each other. It involves transfer of energy from one nucleus to other. B. Spin lattice relaxation. It was also known as longitudinal relaxation. It involves the transfer of the energy from the nucleus in its higher energy state to the molecular lattice. An efficient relaxation process involves a short time and result in the broadening of absorption peak. Quadrupole relaxation. It is prominent relaxation process for nuclei having iodine less than half the nucleus, such as 14N, 17O, 11B, etc. Due to anisotropic interaction between non-spherical electrically quadrupole nuclei and the electric field gradients at the nucleus caused by electric environments possess an asymmetric positive charge distribution on the nuclei. Hence, these nuclei exhibit electric quadrupole movement and relax rapidly. This process known as electric quadrupole relaxation. Chemical shift. Relaxation of electrons about the nearby nuclei generates a field that can either oppose or reinforce the applied field at the proton. If the included field opposes diamagnetism, the applied, then the proton is said to be shielded. But if the induced field reinforces applied field paramagnetism, the proton feels a higher field strength and thus such proton is said to be deshielded. Shielding shifts the absorption up field and deshielded shift the absorption downfield to get an effective field strength necessary for absorption. Tetramethyl silane in takes as standard because of their less electromagneticity. Factor influencing chemical shift. A. Inductive effect. A proton said to be deshielded if it attached with the electronegative atoms. Greater is the deshielding caused to the proton. If deshielding more for the proton, then delta value should be more. B. Van der Waals deshielding. Electron could of a bulky group will tend to repel the electron could surrounding the proton. Thus, such a proton deshielded and will resonate a slightly higher value of delta than expected in the absence of this field. C. Anisotropic effect. The deshielded effect on protons attached to carbon double bond is higher than the can be accounted for by the inductive effect alone. Aldehyde and aromatic protons are much more deshielded. Alkyne protons appear at relatively low value of sigma. D. Hydrogen bonding. If hydrogen atoms exhibit the property of hydrogen bonding in a compound, it will get dishielded due to the strongly electronegative atom attached to it. As such, absorption shift is downfield. E. Temperature and concentration of solution. One hydrogen nuclei are shielded by the magnetic field produced by the surrounding electron. The higher the electron density around the nucleus, the higher the magnetic field required to cause resonance. Information from one hydrogen NMR spectra. First, number of singles. How many different types of hydrogen in the molecule? Second, position of signals chemical shift. What type of hydrogens? Third, relative areas under signal integration. Fourth, splitting pattern. Coupling constant. The distance between the peaks is a given multiple measure of the magnitude of splitting effect. It is referred to as coupling constant and it is denoted by symbol J. Numerical value of J expressed in Hertz or CPS. Unlike the chemical shift, the value J was independent of the applied field strength and dependent only upon the molecular structure. Spin-spin coupling. Spin-spin coupling is the interaction between the spin magnetic moment of different electrons and or nuclei. In NMR spectroscopy, it gives rise to multiplet pattern and cross peaks in two-dimensional NMR spectra. Between electron and nuclear spin, this termed the nuclear hyperfine interaction. Between electron spin, it gives rise to relaxation effects and splitting of the EPR spectrum. C13 NMR. C13 carbon nucleus is present in only 1.08% neutral abundance. Therefore, execution of a spectrum usually takes much longer than in 1H NMR. The magnetogyric ratio of the 13C nucleus is about 1/4 that of the 1H nucleus. Therefore, the resonance frequency in 13C NMR is much lower than in 1H NMR. 75 MHz of 13C as opposed to 300 MHz for 1H in a 7.04 Tesla field. At these lower frequencies, the excess population of nuclei in the lower spin states reduced, which in turn reduced the sensitivity of NMR radiation detection. Unlike 1H NMR, the area of a peak is not proportional to the number of carbons giving rise to the signal. Therefore, integration are usually not done. Each unique carbon in a molecule gives rise to a 13C NMR signal. Therefore, if there are forever signals in the spectrum, then carbon atom in the compound, the molecule must possess symmetry. When running a spectrum, the protons are usually decoupled from their respective carbons to give a singlet for each carbon's atom. This is called a proton decoupled spectrum. Thank you everyone.